Hey there everybody, how we all doing today? Welcome back. It is Wednesday the 31st of January, the last day of January. Wow, already. Holy smokes. Yes. Blimey. Where is this month gone? I have no idea. But anyway, welcome back everyone. So, just going to be doing a quick bit of tree clearing. Also, want to get down the new animal feed storage, the farm storage. Obviously, I've got at the minute ongoing a small project where I'm actually cutting some grass, get some hay pellets ready for some animal feed and such. So I'm actually thinking down in this little area here might be a nice idea for it. I'm deciding whether I want to keep them. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But yeah, let's go into the back here. I think it'll be fine to start off here. Then we'll work back a little bit. But yes, here we go. So, yay, fun and games. Fun and games is normal. Alright then, so keyboard and mouse is so much easier with this. So, I'll take a few of these trees out, see what sort of area I'm going to need first of all. Hopefully nothing too huge. But yeah, I got everything sorted out on obviously the Aurora Textiles factory. That's the big tier 4 one. It's now warning and error free, so woohoo! Also, thanks to Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, he was actually able to sort out a little issue that was going on with basically the spooner, I think it's called spooler on it. Obviously, initially when it was converted over, I don't know why, but for some reason it was causing a bit of an issue. I didn't really realise it was that. So obviously, if you go to pull it out of the store to go to place it down, what you'll probably find currently is it takes a little while for it to actually load in. For some people, it's actually not even getting through the loading part. And obviously this was actually being caused by that spooner or spooler, whatever thing is. I'll show you in a little while, because there is a few other things going on with the Aurora Textiles, which is going to be getting updated this week, or the next update. Hopefully this week, I think it is. No idea, depending on what Mr. Dave wants to do. But yeah, hey there, gamer. Paul, geez, that is still loud in my ear. How you doing, bud? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think that might be enough. I'm not sure. I'll have a look in a sec, get the rest of these cleared. But yeah, the Aurora Textiles getting updated. Obviously, the new farm storage will be released. Obviously, if you didn't see it the other day, go back to I think my last stream, and you guys will be able to get a first look at it in game. So it's kind of cool. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hey there, Green Thumb, and thank you. Yeah, once again, thank you very much for your help with that little project of yours. Hey there, Neil. How's it going, bud? And as always, if anybody does have any questions, they're more than welcome to ask. And yeah, I shall attempt to answer your questions. Right, I think that'll be enough. I kind of want to really try and leave those trees there, the little birches along the roadside. But yeah, let's have a little look to show you exactly what's been going on the farm. So obviously I've gone through, obviously I purchased a couple of plots the other day, up in the north, south, so where is it? Northwest, top right, top left corner of the map. I've gone through, so I'll just show you. Might as well. Um, yeah, so 32 and 30 obviously I mentioned the other day that I owned. I've gone through, I purchased the soil samples for that. I've fertilized them myself, both of them. They're now fine. I've got a hard helper just spreading some lime on them at the minute, so hopefully it doesn't take too long. So we've got 34 is now planted. Obviously, I bought this one, so that is now fine and dandy. It's been limed, it's been fertilized, it's all good to go on 33. 35 is now done and rolled. yeah, all of these are now actually planted and rolled. So let's get there. Around the main farm, I've still got field 40 to plant at some point. Not sure what I'm going to put in there yet. But I did get 46 planted. I got both of these little fields on the end here finished. Actually, I need to get the tractor moved. I do have 2 orchards at some point this in-game month. I need to get in and harvest. Obviously, it's my last 2 right here. Also need to go through fertilize, lime, all the usual stuff with that lot over there. Down here, I've gone through and planted hemp in both the fields. Also, I've got a hired helper currently rolling them. I'm actually working at the minute in this area here. I've obviously got the straw harvest pelleter, that the Promos, whatever it's called, working. Obviously, I'm doing the mowing and I've got some hired helpers behind. Kind of got the unloading thing set up so as it creates the pellets, it gets unloaded. It can get a little bit iffy at times, but it's not too bad. Now, obviously, like I mentioned, the textile factory is getting updated this time. Now, the one nice thing is it does load in a lot faster.
There.
Hello, Mr. T. Miller. Sorry, I was off on one there. And by the way, it was great to see you streaming again this morning, Mr. Miller. I was kind of lurking a little while in your stream. Obviously, it was my daughter's right on the time when I take my daughter to school, so I was kind of lurking. And yeah, didn't get a chance to say hello or anything, so I am sorry. But hopefully you're all well. And obviously, if you're not following T Miller, please make sure you click on that like, give him a follow. Same with Green Thumb Farmer. Here, both of them are amazing content creators. But yes, nice to see T Miller streaming again, and hopefully he'll be maybe getting back into routine. I don't know. Obviously, it depends on how he is. So just a quick update while I think about it. So obviously, Textile Factory is now being sent off to Dave. First things first. Obviously, this pile I've actually changed from hemp to a sort of hemp straw look. Obviously, all the displays have now been updated. As you can see, hemp is completely gone. Obviously, you do still have your hemp windrow in there. I have updated to add in the flax as well that Dave added with obviously those different fabrics a while ago. But obviously, you've got your netting, your pillows, all your usual, plus obviously your bale net, bale twine. It's got a really good capacity, so to be honest, I think you'd be more than fine for a while. Obviously, this area here, is it? I think it was, if I remember rightly. Let me put the collision on. Oh, wrong one. Is it that one? I'm sure it's over here. No, it's the other side of the building. Has obviously the palette visuals. I'm still considering whether or not to add in some, like the input palettes again. So I think that's something I need to do, preferably before the next update. Hey there, Guy Fox. How you doing, bud? I have a question about the big cement factory. Yeah, go for it, buddy. So once again, that one's been updated to match the others. So this end here, so this is the piece of equipment that's been causing me the issues. Thanks to obviously Mr. Green Thumb, it's now working perfectly fine. There was one thing or two things I had to take out, but because they were throwing errors. But yeah, works so much better. So obviously this end is going to be where you get your bale net and bale twine. Obviously you got your visuals over there. And obviously this is where it's going to be spawning. So all good. What have we got here? We've got twine, twine, twine. We've got lots of twine. I need to set that to store rather than spawn. But I just left that as it is so I could show you guys. So this is actually on the left side of the building. I believe it is. Let me see where the heck the sign is. Is it the left or the right? Heck, I can't even find where the front is. I think it's this side, isn't it? The front. Oh, but yeah, you'll find your way around anyway. The other one, just quickly before I answer Mr. T. Miller, is I have now also added a third spawn trigger. So obviously, initially when it was released, you have that one here to spawn out most of the products, including trash. Now, as I was going through, I thought, well, why don't I just add a third trigger in for the trash? And obviously over this side, so where you unload, just on the outside here, there is now a little spawn area for trash if you want to pick up manually. With the bins on the side here, the 4 bins, I've now added in some pallet visuals or the trash visuals. So if you it's building up, it will show in those bins. I don't think I've got any at the minute, but whoa, that's a big jump. One sec, let me turn that off. That way, I'll turn that off as well. But yeah, so that is pretty much it. So I'll see if I can get some input products now in here. It's one thing I tried previously before, but I had a lot of issues. The i3D would go corrupt. But now, obviously, the issue has been resolved. I'll try and get some like wool, down, cashmere, pallets, and or whatever else needs to go in here. So that'll make life a little bit easier. So obviously that is that. But yeah, I'll see if I can get that updated before this weekend again on my Google Drive. I know I've got it up, that version currently on my Google Drive for Dave to download and add in. But yeah, can you go to the production menu for that factory? One sec. You're on the big concrete, because the easiest way is just to scroll. Let's see, concrete. Where the heck are you? So there's concrete factory. Yep. And why is barriers block and pavers in the input? That's because they're actually used to build the factory T-Miller. Yeah, just basically ignore this. Yes, it's one of the big issues. It's the same with the steel factory. Where a factory produces a product that needs to build it, it's unfortunately had to be shown there. It'd be nice if that was to be able to be removed, but spoke to Braven about it, and unfortunately you can't get rid of it. Unfortunately, but yeah, it's a bit of a pain. It's the building process. Yeah, exactly, process. Yeah, it's annoying. Obviously, if we were to hide it, then you wouldn't see it in the outgoing stuff because it's producing it. It's a right pain in the butt. Maybe next time around in 25 we'll be able to actually hide that up here so it just shows at the bottom. So we'll see. Obviously, that's a long way away. But yeah, the same thing with obviously that biggest steel factory. Obviously that uses the metal. Where the heck are we? Up, go down. Obviously, you got metal and other things being produced that's actually in it, but also shows in the input side. It's a pain. Let's see. Where the heck are we? Where the heck are we? Where the heck are we? Too many factories. But yeah, this would be a nice thing as well in the next version if they do have productions again like this. So you can actually minimize these just to show the factory name, and then just so you can come in here. But there you go. So your metal and your pipes, obviously they're used as a builder product, hence why they're showing in here as well. It's the only 2 factories on the entire map that are set up this way. Just ignore the input side and just focus really on the outside. So, but yeah, obviously you can put gold in here as well now, and packaging for master boosters. Oh man, I need to get in here and get some of this cleared out. Holy heck! But while I'm here, hey there, Vortex, how you doing, bud? So yeah, you'll see it both in the like that big concrete and the steel, like I said. Unfortunately, you can't get rid of it. Now, one thing I did do, I was kind of working on it the other day, is Green Thumb's apartment block. Heck, where are we? Yeah, straight across the road. I have now got all of the products in there, and we can actually start seeing some of that stuff coming in. Let me go into flight mode just for the moment. Now, obviously, this is my first one of Green Thumb's apartment blocks, and so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. So he's done a really good job. Obviously, this is the first building of 3. I believe this one will actually build first, and then probably that one, and then obviously this one on this side. Once they're all done, what I can then come do in and actually landscape it properly, make sure it looks tidy again. But yeah, happy about that, definitely. But yeah, having that, one thing I would recommend if Green Thumb hasn't done it is maybe moving that spawn, spawn trigger, maybe just out the front here or down the side, I don't know. Sorry, I had a burp there and I just. But yeah, I'm sure he's on it. But yeah, everything is pretty much sorted around here for now. Obviously, once that's built, my next plan of attack, I suppose the best way to put it, will be looking into purchasing the plots down the far end here. Obviously, it's one thing I haven't got yet. I do know that there is a seasonal trigger down this area, so I need to make sure that I don't block it. But then again, if I do block it, it's not a big whoop. I will move them all. Okay. Yeah, that's one thing I learned quite early on when doing all the buildable factories is obviously I was having them within the fenced area, and it's a nightmare to get over if you haven't got the easy dev tool. So maybe just having it outside does make that life a little bit easier. But yeah, this whole area probably. Obviously, I mentioned this before. I'm going to keep these 2 sell points here, but somewhere probably around about here, I'll make it as a cut-off. But everything after that is, I kind of want a big apartment area. Obviously, it's going to help with my labour, support, morale, all that. One thing I did do, and I didn't mention the other day, is I did put down a second school down here. I'll show you guys. That's still running. Oh, that's the point. I need to get some more sand down here. So obviously this is where I put down the original one. Now, I was kind of a little bit cheeky and I doubled up on the actual land itself. So I've actually got 2 schools overlapping each other to create one slightly bigger one. Well, that was kind of cool. So yeah, obviously I've used a couple of the sheds from the the precision farming just to sort of hide that second sign, and obviously I've gone in, did a little bit of decorating, and I kind of like it. I really do. Obviously got a little area at the back of grass that the kiddies can play in, but hopefully that is going to help out. I do want to look into maybe getting some more support buildings. One thing I realised is I never actually got around to even doing anything with this guy. This is the cereal factory. Now obviously I do now have the Kellogg's building, which basically does the same thing but more. So I could easily come in, purchase this land, sell it, and make a nice big community area up here. So, and it's nice that it's that all out of the way. One thing I want to have a quick look at is the government building, see how much stuff is being stored in there at the minute. There is a playground deco mod on the mod hub. Yeah, I've got quite a few different deco mods already, Team Miller, so I think actually, to be honest, I'm using, I think it's Darius's mod pack at the minute and a few others. GGGG. How you doing there, Grits fan? But yeah, it's pretty good. I'll maybe look into making it a bit more schoolish, I suppose. Government building, here we go. So I've got plenty. I am full on electricity, that's fine. But yeah, the support, morale, labour is ones that are pretty much being eaten up straight away at the minute for me. So I need to get those houses down. I need to get the cats and dogs up and running to get the morale and support. And as obviously, if we can get more buildings down, that will help out a lot. Yes. But anyway, so things are plodding along, which is quite nice. Obviously, I'm getting things produced. Think my barrel logistics is filling up, so yay. Hey there, Rusty Nail, how you doing, buddy? So that's the first thing. Obviously, the textile factory is going to be updated, and obviously, like I mentioned, the next thing that's going to be released. Hopefully, I actually remember to activate it. It's going to be the farm storage, and it's basically going to store all your animal feeds and such, along with some of the products from the straw harvest mod. Now, what I did do is I've actually registered the what was it? The straw and the hay pellets in that factory or the storage itself. so it shouldn't cause any issues. And now I've tested it with and without the straw harvest, and it does work fine. Obviously, without the straw harvest, obviously you're going to need to buy it. The second thing is obviously any warnings that you're getting currently in your log should be cleared up with the next update. So I know that for me, if you haven't got the straw harvest, there's a brand warning. It's basically the pallets that the straw harvest are using. They've got a new brand to the game. So obviously, Dave, I've mentioned it's Dave. He's going to change the XMLs in the map so it's showing as lizard. I've already done the ones I've got here as lizard. But obviously, for those who don't have the straw harvest, they will pop up. There's also a couple of icons missing as well. I've mentioned that to Dave as well, and that will be fixed. So don't worry, guys. We're on it. And like I said, the textile factory where it's adding in the netting and that bale twine, that will be registered in the pallets into the map as well. And I've tested it with and without, and I'm warning an error free, so it's kind of cool. Right, so obviously, like I mentioned, the storage. So obviously, it could be under PV mods and then storage, and it's quite close on. Please say I activated it. Oh, I'm a dingo. I don't think I've activated it. I'll have to jump out and go back in. But yeah, later on. Dag, nang it! I thought I did. Let me just double check something in a sec, guys. PV Canyon Crossing, farm storage, barn. That will be on the PV mods and storage. Yeah, it should be there. Okay. Let me just save. Because I wanted to really get it down, at least to start off with, so I've got a place to unload some of these pellets that I'm creating. Oh my goodness, not good. Let me jump there. But yeah, what bait fish is not spawning out? Oh, why bait fish it not spawn out? What do you mean by bait fish? Do you mean in the river? Let me go to the desktop before I do this. There we go. Obviously, if you own a riverway, you should have, or should allow it to rain. And then obviously when you go through, you've got to find those triggers and collect them with the fishing boat. It is working because I've done it many times. So yeah. Has anyone had any problems with the sugar factory not keeping up with the demand? I had to put down 2 others. Not the sugar factory. Mine is perfectly pumping away quite nicely, and I've got all of the factories now up and running, Guy Fox. So I'm not sure why yours is going through so much. Now, obviously, one thing to remember is with your master boosters and your boosters, they're not meant to be running the factories 24/7. It's only meant to be used when needed, really. I'm pretty sure I activated that. Where the hell are you? No, I didn't. There it is. But yeah, not had an issue, and there's no plans on any more factories. Obviously, currently we're going to be working on the fairgrounds to get that sorted out. But yeah, not sure why you're going through so much sugar. 3 factories. Obviously, I've only got the tier 2 factory, and I haven't had a single issue with it shutting down and stopping. I have to jump over there and have a look. Now, obviously, if you've got multiples of other factories, then yeah, you'll probably need multiples of the lower ones. So that may be what it is. I have no idea. But yeah, you're the first one to mention that there, Guy Fawkes. However, I don't know if he's watching, but I do have Domino's sugar factory from 19 converted to building, just in case he decides he wants a bigger factory. So you never know. Uh, let's see. I tried putting down a bulk storage, and it wouldn't take parsnip. Hmm, that's an interesting one. Yeah, not sure why they're rusty nail. Really not sure. Bulk. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Are you sure it's actually set in the XML as a bulk, or is it a base game one? Or is it like, say, for instance, X-Man storage that says a bulk storage of interest? Uh, Buying storage bait fish. I got it spawning it not coming out. What do you mean? I'm getting confused there, Grits fan. What do you mean by bait fish? Because there's no bait. Oh, got ya. Yes, in I okay. We'll jump over there in just a sec. I know what you mean now. I've got it spawning, but not coming out. Let's see. I'll jump over there and just yeah. Oh, dang it! It's the fish market. If you said that I've got the fish market, yeah, that would have helped. On the playthrough I'm doing now, I have decided not to use the master booster. Maybe that's why it's not keeping up. Hmm. Possibly. But yeah, obviously with my factories, I'm kind of cycling through my factories. I don't know if them are all running at the same time. So what I tend to try and do is just load up certain ones throughout the year. So like say for instance January I'll get the juices up and running, but obviously the other one I really tend to have running 24/7 is the bread factory because that's where I make the most money. But obviously all the other factories, I kind of cycle them through each month. So one month I'll set one up, the next month I'll go for another one, the next month it'll be another. So they all get a chance to utilize all the different products, and that could be what it is. If they're all running at the same time, obviously they're eating up a lot of the sugar, the flour, and stuff like that. That could be the issue. So yeah, that's probably why you're having to put down multiples of some of those lower tier factories just to keep up. But yeah, I would definitely recommend some of those master boosters. Get those boosters going as well if you haven't got them going, because they do help. I think currently I've got the coal power actually up and running. On this, actually, to be honest, it's probably shut down now because I've got so much in storage. I have obviously the biofuel, the one where you put your bales in to make electricity. I've got that placed down. Apart from that, I do have a couple of diesels, but I've actually got them turned off, I believe, unless they've reactivated themselves. But I've got a couple of them as backups. But yeah, I haven't had a single issue with any of them, so weird one. Base game one. Yeah, so obviously with the base game ones there, Rusty Nail, they're actually set up to silo rather than bulk or farm silo, I think category. Obviously, if Dave hasn't added in, let me just have a look a sec. Let's show you. So basically, what you need to look at PV Canyon Crossing map US map fill types, and I can actually show you exactly what will be going into those base game silos. Just scroll on down to the categories. I think I just went past them, I'm not sure. There it is. So the base game ones will usually read from, I'm pretty sure it's farm silo right here. So this one right here. So it'll be able to take your dry clover, clover windrow, poppy, dry alfalfa, windrow, yeah, dry alfalfa windrow, alfalfa windrow, alfalfa, yeah, that would be why. All your normal crops as usual. Lavender can go in there as well. Interesting. I suppose you'd have to obviously chop that up into loose. Same with your hemp and hemp windrow. But yeah, it's not actually in that category. So you want to look for a modded silo there, Rusty Nail, that's set up to run from the bulk category rather than the farm silo. So that'd be why it's not going in. But as you can see right there, bulk, obviously you got your parsnip, your red beets and everything else. Now obviously one thing to bear in mind, depending on how the silos are set up as well, the capacity could either be a overall capacity or it could be a individual product capacity. It all depends on the modder and how they've set it up. So like for example, the base game ones, when you see the capacity on there, that is the combined capacity. So if you've got a 1,000 litre silo, which is tiny, and you put in 1,000 litres of windrow, straw, hay, whatever it might be, that's it. You're only going to be able to use that one, have that one product in there. So yeah, have a look on some like some of the Trello websites, maybe some the in-game stuff for anything that may be set up as a bulk category. Right then, so let's jump back to Mr. Grit's fan. So I'm taking it, this is what you're on about. You got the something fishy placed down, but the bait fish is spawning out. Let's have a look. Yeah, I've not got any at the minute because I've got mine all distributing over here. Obviously, it should spawn out. But obviously, if you've got distributing, it will go obviously straight over to your lobster cage production. But I'm pretty sure I've been able to get it to work anyway. Open menu. Let's have a look. See how many cages we've got. 23. But yeah. Right, so that's fine. Let me get some more fish in there now. Just run it through a little bit. And then we'll get back to doing some work. How did I get you confused? I like confusing people. It's great fun. It really, really is. Right. Oh, I didn't even fill this up. Heck. Haha, they're still in the other tank. Noob. I did notice that you went live a little while ago, and then I went on to Twitch to see what you were up to today there, Mr. Grits fan, and you were nowhere to be seen. Oh, I'm very, very good at confusing people. It's great fun. But yeah, some of this fish I want to actually keep to put into me. Actually, I think I've got enough cat food, so I might be able to just do bait fish for this. But yeah. But yeah, how did that get you confused? You were kind of confusing me as well. It's like, uh, it's a fun world, isn't it? After all, righty. Let's see if we can get this producing and see what's going on. Obviously, I don't want to take it on too far, but yeah, I am using obviously one of these lovely little tractors on the docks here. I like it. It's perfect just for running here, there, and everywhere. Right, let's just make sure. But yeah, by the way, on that spout there is no collision, so you can actually drive straight over the top of it. Yeah, this is another building that could be updated, I think. Looks a little bit of a mixed match, really, if you pan around. And a bit dated, looks like it's about run out, I don't know. Bless it. Obviously it all depends on what happens in the next game. Hey there KW, how you doing bud? Right then, so let's have a little look. Come over here. Right, I want to keep this on storing for the moment. Now, I don't really need that at the minute. I don't need that at the minute. So let's save there. Obviously, depending on how long it's going to take for this pallet to spawn. Oh, could be a while. I may have to just crash the game and come back to it. Let me turn this off. Actually, no, as long as I stay out of the... Yeah, turn that off. Quick test time. Right, take the time up. Now, I do not recommend going at a fast speed, but just because I'm testing. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so I'll have to crash the game and reload in just a sec. And Cool Storm One, thank you very much for the follow, much appreciated. Welcome in, buddy. How are you doing? Right, so let's see. So spawn item 1. Yep, so mine is definitely working fine there. Let's come into here. Now you said you had a storage. Which storage? Have you got one of my storages down there, Mr. Grits fan? Out of interest. Right, no errors there. Right, before I pop that in here, let me come into here a sec. Make sure it's on storage. Actually, I didn't even add it into here. So that's even funkier. No, okay. But yeah, that seems to be working perfectly fine. Now, what were you trying to put it into? If you don't mind me asking. Because what you should be able to do, if you put it into the lobster bay thing, it goes. I'm pretty sure it's on this side here. Yep, see, that's definitely going in. So yeah, it's definitely working fine here. So not sure why yours wouldn't be. But anyway, time to crash the game, guys. One sec. For the simple fact I've just lost an entire day because of that one pallet. But yeah, yeah, I have no idea why yours is having issues. There we go. Let's get this loaded back up. Building storage baitfish. I've got it spawning. It's not coming out. Do you know what storage you're using there, Grits fan? Out of interest. Is it one of the base game ones? There we go. Out of interest while I'm here, let's have a look, see what came out, if anything. Nope, 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 nope. Not a lot. They're interesting, but I don't know. See, that just looks like just the in-game one with a little bit of a tidy up, shall we say. Oh Lord, capacity of 16 bales, regular bales, 120, 180. I've got a trailer that does all that. But yeah, hitch support. That's interesting. I like these little funky little things. Because every now and again I'll have like a wheel loader and I just want something to be pulled along behind it. It's kind of handy having some stuff like this. I know there's something else I was going to put in, but I can't remember at the minute. But that's that. Let's get this going. Let's make sure that's activated. I want to try these out, see how these do as well. It's the Autoload IT Runner platforms, and maybe even update it for the map animals. I know in 19 you used to be able to pick up like your chicken eggs and sheep wool, stuff like that. It'd be quite nice if there was a way of doing it with the goat stuff. We'll see. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah, that little hitch thing. There it is. And yes, I do have Mr. Reaper's little thing in there. I haven't tried it yet. I'm maybe testing it out in the desert. We shall see. Also, actually, if you do have my small bulk storage that I put out the other day, that should technically take them there, Mr. Grits fan. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum. Oh, let's see what he's sending me. Uh, it's set on spawning, so they should auto spawn out unless the trigger is full. Now, see, that baitfish only goes into the lobster cage production, so you could technically just put it on distribute and do it that way. But yeah, mine works perfectly fine there. Actually, I'll see if I'll set it on. What I'll do is I'll test that later and just check. But yeah, it's definitely spawning out for me. But yeah, make sure that its trigger area is fully clear. And how you doing there, Mr. Injuro? Is this where all the cool farm sim people hang out? No, no, you gotta wait another, let's see, 7 hours before Dajnet comes, and then you'll be in the right place. But how you doing there, bud? Actually, what I think about. Let's see. Oh, you are at the right place. Right, so obviously there is a shout out for Mr. Enduro. He was doing a little bit of Enshrouded the other day. How are you enjoying it? I know Mr. Darius Frost has been playing it quite a bit the last few days. He was actually playing it earlier on, but switched over to Out of Ore. I think he was having some bugs going on, but yeah, no worries, bud. But yeah, how are you enjoying it? I kind of look at it and it's kind of like a pilgrim wizard type thing. So yeah, it's a weird one, that's for sure. But very interesting if you're into that sort of stuff. It's really good so far. Oh, good. And let's give Mr. Grits fan a shout out as well. There we go. It might be where it's actually on the docks there, Grits fan. Now, out of interest for anybody out there lurking and watching, with the fish market, do you guys have yours placed down, for anyone who's got it placed down? Have you got it placed down on the dock itself, or do you have it placed down on land? If it's on dock, are you getting it to spawn the pallets out? Also, Mr. Gritsand, well, just out of curiosity, does any of the other pallets spawn out as well, or not? Yours is on land? Okay. Yeah, because mine's on land. I'm kind of wondering if it's the water collision underneath is preventing it from spawning, possibly. I don't know. I'm just stabbing it in the dark. Yeah, you should be sorry, young man. That's fine, don't worry about it. We all do it, unfortunately. Come on, kick in. Stop showing a blank screen. Come on, come on. Show it. You know you want to. Yeah, you might want to move it then, Mr. Grits fan. Why is this not showing up? Come on. One sec, let me change to there. It's showing for me. Come on, come on, come on. Farm Sim 22, let's make sure that's fine. That's kind of crazy. Come on, kick back in. Why is it not showing? I didn't break it. Capture specific window. Let's see. Farm 722. Let me change something a sec. Nope, that's not working. Why are you not working now? Definitely getting the game sound coming through, but for some weird reason... Oh, there we go. God, don't do that to me. I was having a heart attack there thinking, oh no, I've broken it. No! Yeah. Anywho, righty. But yeah, as you can see, at least my palette is definitely spawning out. So one thing you could try and do, Grits fan, is move it onto some land and, yeah, somehow set it to distribute into a storage and get it that way. And Joey Hugh 23, I think that is. Thank you very much for that follow. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Right, so what the heck was I doing before I got into doing all that? Grass. And oh yeah, I remember. I wanted to get this place down. Right, so before all that kicked off, so the new storage is going to be under the PV mods tab as normal, and under the storage category. And what you should do is just scroll past Surfing Cowboys storage, and it's right there at the beginning. As you can see, no worries, no errors, whoop whoop. And right, so I want the front showing. Now, obviously, like I said earlier, you will be able to distribute to and from this. You can have pallets in it, you can have loose products into it. And obviously, if you've got any pallets, they will be converted over to loose as well, like your animal feed and such. Do I want to put it that way or put it that away? Animal. I'm thinking that way actually. One problem is I can't tell which way is straight. Let's see there. Okie dokie. Actually, that's kind of a good idea. There we go. Place this down. Cool. There we go. So yeah, if you haven't seen this, obviously, like I said, this is going to be coming out in the next update. No worries there, Grits fan. Hopefully you get it sorted out. So, doors all should be working. So this door here, that door there will work. Obviously, I didn't bother doing that one or the two windows on the side, but obviously all these windows down underneath here do open up as well. So I can show you that. So it was 1, 2, another one there, that one there. So you can really get some good ventilation going in here, that's for sure. Obviously, these three doors are all animated as well. You just walk up to them. You've got a trigger on the inside and out is normal. Just making sure that everything is definitely working before you guys get it. So that is fine. So yeah, obviously the lights will automatically come on. I was trying to get the trigger to work, but I don't know. I think I broke it a bit. But yeah, that one will open up as well. So you can actually, if you've got like a telehandler, for example, manually load up some bales up here, so that'd be kind of cool to see. But yeah, this will actually, like I said, take all of your animal feed in here, including your TMR, your silage, obviously normal bales, so your hay, your straw, no, because obviously you've got the actually mobile bales storages. I would definitely recommend using. But yeah, the front here is going to be your animal feeds. Coming along this side here is where you, if you're using the straw harvest mod, your pallet visuals will show over here for your, obviously your straw pallets, your hay pellets, and obviously your molasses can be stored in here as well. Kinda cool. Can you still get stuff out of the barn if it's loose? Yes. Yeah, I'll get to that in just a minute. Obviously, at the back here, just quickly, obviously you've got your storage for, or your pallet visuals for your wool, your cashmere, your down, and that's pretty much everything in here. Spawning is going to be right at the front here, 2 rows, double high, which is kind of cool. Hey there, Penalty Box Gaming. How you doing, bud? How's the stream going? Will the sawmill on plot 91 take the cargo containers? Yes, it will. And I can show you exactly what you need to do. So, this trigger right here is where you want to drive your containers through. So literally right by the sawdust stuff. Wood chip bit. So yeah, right there. I'm losing the words are going. It's not good. But yeah, you can put your containers over there. And then obviously if you've got any logs, and obviously this is for anybody. I've got to get over here and get the bunnies. You can put it anywhere within this waterways, by the way, guys. Obviously, if you wanted to, you could drive on that bridge and unload it into the water. It'll all take. What have we got over here? Ooh, buddy, chunky buddies. Nice. But yeah, no worries, bud, no worries. And what I think's about it... go over and give him a follow as well. He does stream, so I do believe at the minute he was doing some sugar beet harvesting. But yeah, go over and give him a follow, guys. Right, so back to this barn. So like in 19, obviously the pallets will spawn at the front. However, if you wanted to, you can come to the silo and get them out in with your tipper and stuff. So now the only slight bug that I did find is over here when you come into the spawn area part, this menu, it will also show what was it? TMR bales, so your total mixed ration bales, and your, I think it's the forage bales. So if you basically have the which one was it? The Goel pack. Now, obviously, where these are adding like your TMR and your forage and all that, it's also adding that for some weird reason into that menu. You will not be able to spawn them out, just so you're aware. But everything else, you should be fine. I haven't added a bale spawner into this building for that simple fact. So yeah, I do apologise, but yeah, I'm not sorry. But yeah, you can still get it out in a loose with a silo or pallet form. So you should be good to go. I've fully tested it. It's error free. Obviously unloading is at the back here. So yeah, it will take your pallets and obviously your tippers. Right, I need to figure out how I'm going to get in here. First of all, I'm thinking maybe right in between those quickly. Let me just do a little bit of landscape and get an idea of what I want. Plants, that. Let's see. So, I think something like that there. But yeah, thank you Team Miller for their answering that as well. Much appreciated. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to open this up a little bit more. Just to bring it up to over here, I think. That'll be fine. Oh, I ended up doing it. I did, guys. I was kind of getting annoyed with all those bushes. And obviously trying to delete them with old Meadow 2. I went into the map and just made a few edits, shall we say, to the XML. But I have kept a backup of it. There we go. Let's get this. There we go. But yeah, obviously one thing I did do yesterday as well, obviously I did mention the other day that I wanted to get in and do that straw harvest today. Pellet making. Yeah, actually was playing around with it yesterday a bit, and oh my god, I never realized just how slow that premise really is. The pelletizer. My goodness. So, yeah, I went in and made a few tweaks. So it goes a little bit faster. I upped the capacity on it to 20,000 litres, so it's not cheaty because that's what Dave has his at, so haha. But yeah, the power wise, I kind of removed that option. So yeah, it now actually runs without needing a 350 um, tractor, horsepower tractor. I thought that was just ridiculous. Okay, I understand that's probably what it needs in real life, but holy cripes. How many farmers have tractors that big? Oh, yeah, I think that'll be fine actually, so that's fine there. One nice thing, what I could use is maybe throw some bushes down just to tidy that area up. Now, obviously, this side I do need it to be quite big, but I'm not sure where I want to come in. Let's see. I might take that tree out actually. Let's go over here. Take that. We'll up you. And we'll just delete. Get a rough idea. I think maybe a bit more. There we go. Something like that. There, and I want quite a big area for coming in and out. Let's take a little bit there as well. Obviously this is going to need trucks coming in, tractors and trailers, so I might even take another one of these trees out, but I think I might get away with it actually. Just something like that. I'm going to curve that around on that edge. Yeah, something like that's fine. Yeah, so I just need to take that one tree out and that'll be fine. But yeah, obviously if you guys are a little bit umming and ahhing about landscaping and stuff on any map really, what I would recommend is to load up one of the base game maps as like a test map. Just have a play if you've got an idea in your head of something you wouldn't mind trying out. But rather than screwing up your own save game, load up on the base game maps and do it there. And obviously when you're happy with how it's turning out, then start doing it in your game. But save as you're going. So do it one little bit first, save it. So basically what happens, if you make a mistake, what you can do is just crash the game, do the old Alt F4, crash the game, and then just load up to that save point previously. I've had a few on Wolf Creek where I've done a project and I just didn't like the look of it. And obviously I always save before even I start doing most of this. So yeah, it does help, that is for sure. And I think that's one of the big issues a lot of people have is they don't want to screw up on your save game and stuff like that. But yeah, just go in on a new save game on one of the base game maps, play around, find one big fields, just play around, work on like the raising and the lowering, and yeah, you'll be fine, trust me. Take your time, that is the key as well. Alright, let's up that a bit. There we go. See, what I could always do, depending, obviously I'm not going to put anything down additionally yet, but what I could do is have a little hedge or something going around here. I think that might be quite nice. But yeah, I want at least a decent area for a trailer to get in and out. For obviously unloading the pallets on the other side and then coming through here. Yeah, I might need to take it a little bit more, but for now, that ain't bad. Obviously, I've got plenty of space on this side. I could always take it out a bit, but that's not too bad. At least I've got a area where I can actually start putting down or bring in those pellets that I'm producing, which I'll get over to in a moment. And the nice thing is, obviously, they've got the biofuel right there, so it's not going to be far to go. But yeah, unfortunately, Mr. Grits fan, remember only moderators can do shout outs in channels or streamers. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't give myself a shout out, that's for sure. There we go. That's not bad. Just out of interest. Let's see. I think it's going to be a bit tight. We might be okay. Let me actually grab one of my bigger trucks, because that is going to be the key. And what I could always do as well is throw a few trees in this area if I need be. Thanks for... No worries, no worries. I know you're actually live at the minute. I even know what field you're on because I've actually got you up on my other screen. I think. I would say field 9 actually. Look at the size of that, but it's not. It's too thin. Actually, let me see. See, I know you've got this area down the bottom, so I'm guessing field 18, possibly. It might be a contract as well. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of missed a few bits. Anyway, let me get a big truck. There we go. So it's use EU. Yeah, I was actually lurking in Penalty Box Gaming stream earlier on, and yeah, he's still quite. He's not fully up with everybody else, but he's got quite a few hours in there, and he's doing quite well so far, actually. There we go. Right, let's just check this guy out. There we go. Be good. I'm always good, Grits fan. Yeah, I think there'll be plenty of spaces to get in and out. I think this is going to be really the biggest sort of trailer I'll be using. Most things I have set to distribute, so let's have a look. Yeah, that's perfect. Unload there. Now this part here is going to be the fun part. Yeah, probably gonna need to. Let's think. Yeah, take some more of the grass away. Make this area slightly bigger. But yeah, you should be able to pull under here, hit the old R key, and as you can see, this is what's coming out. So you got storage for your compost in here, your straw pellets, your sheep food, silage, goat food, all your animal feeds are right there. Also your hay pellets. So total mixed rations. So the nice thing is if you got Cargill up and running, and say you're on the central farm like me, what you could do is use this to have it distributed to. And then just grab the stuff from here rather than constantly running it back and forth. But yeah, I think that'd be fine there. And coming around the front here. Oh yeah, there's plenty of room there. That is fine. That is perfect. Actually, what I could do is get this activated while I think about it, because I do have Cargill currently being currently producing. So let's activate all you guys. Oh. Now I don't have any horse food, but I think being produced. But I do have everything else. I don't have any silage. I'm not going to worry about the compost at the minute. The wool, the cashmere, the down I can bring over myself. Let me activate the molasses as well. But yeah, there we go. Straight away. Look at that. Without even breathing, it pumps it straight over. That's how quick this thing works. I'm good. Just waiting on, obviously, the TMR to come across, so that's kind of good. It's coming. It's getting there. Nice. And there you go. So there is the palette visuals already starting to pop in. That particular one is your pig food. Over here we should have... I can never remember what that one is. us, Dear
Thanks
Food,
for the raid.
and Penalty Box Gaming raided with the party for how you doing, bud? How was your stream? And obviously welcoming everybody out there. And like I said, if you guys are not following Penalty Box Gaming, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow, and obviously much appreciated there. You were Sugar Beats, yes. Like I mentioned, I was lurking in there, and as you can see, there's Mr. Dajel Crew. How you doing, bud? Welcome in, welcome in. Pull up a chair, guys. So yeah, that is what's going to be coming, and that's perfectly fine. I'm happy with that. I might just obviously expand the back area later on, but for now, that is perfectly fine. Then what I can do is get some more of these birches placed down. It's all good. 1.2 million litres off of half of the field so far. Holy heck. Now, is that a contract or is that one you own? Because that is a lot. And did Muffin get his shout out thinking about it? Yeah. Obviously, if you guys are not following Dajel Crew, obviously make sure to click on his link as well, guys, and give him a follow. Obviously, he is the creator of the Crusaders over there. And obviously, you've got Mamadou, obviously Dajjal Crew himself, his wife. The whole lot of them are lovely, lovely people and great members of the community. So definitely click on their link and give them a follow. And obviously check them out when you're live. What trailer are you using? So this is my pace. It's not my pace out, it's the Load King. This is actually the rear piece there, Mr. Rusty Nail. So my Trello. At the minute it is under trailers. I do need to actually update these. But you got this right here, so it's a Distinction Super B. Obviously you can buy it as a two-piece if you wanted to, or you can buy it individually. Now what I did do, because obviously being a member of the SGA, I did go through and add some design features. Now, depending on your graphics and stuff, some of these decals may or may not flicker, so bear that in mind. But you got the SGA logo on there. Why is that 2? Oh, I know what it is. I need to change the color to show this. Let me go into pink. So, yeah, so you got the SGA logo one. I've done this a while ago, but what I did do is I went through and removed all that white on there. So the actual color of the trailer shows through. It's kind of funky, isn't it? But yeah, so you got obviously all the logos, all the stream members. There's probably one or two that probably could be removed now actually, because I don't think they're actual members. Let's see. No, actually, I'm okay at the minute. I might need to add in lots of green thumbs on there, but yeah, that's okay then. Haven't seen Mr. Jibabo, but he can go. RRC, because he hasn't been around in months. Nobody's seen or heard from him. It's kind of weird. But anyway, but yeah, obviously you can have it on the front, you got it on the back, you can have the SGA logo, you can have either or on, yeah, there's a whole variety of different configurations on there. But yeah, obviously you can have it plain as well. But I did obviously put my little pack on the back. But yeah, obviously this is on my Trello. It works on any map. Obviously it will load into my category in the shop. So actually no, on that one particularly, it's actually on the trailers at the minute. I do need to change it over to my category. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, and get rid of one. See, I'm reluctant to update this one because there's one person on there who was part of the stream team, and obviously this was like a trailer I did as a salute to everyone that streamed when FS22 came out, and I think it'd be a bit dishonest to remove him just because he's no longer part of the SGA, I suppose. Maybe two people actually. Because obviously at the time they were, and yeah, I think I'm going to leave it as it is. I know Dave's mentioned about to get them removed, but I'm going to keep them on there for now. And obviously, if you haven't seen it as well, there is a lovely little message there to Mr. KW But if you've got that trailer, have a look at the message. It's a little salute to Mr. KW. And there's my normal one. But yeah, obviously you do have obviously the capacity options and stuff. But yeah, see, there's my little alpaca. But anyway, I'm totally ignoring chat. Sorry, I got a little bit sidetracked there. Let me jump back a sell. So it started as a contract and then I bought it. Okay, fair enough. Kind words, buddy. So much appreciated. Mrs. Cruz says hello. Oh, hello, Mrs. Cruz. Actually, no, that's some as well. If we can get Mrs. Dajel Cruz as well, a shout out. I know she streams from time to time. Dajel Cruz. Hopefully, I can spell it right. Yeah, obviously, make sure you follow both of the guys, and obviously, penalty box there as well. But yeah, Mrs. Dajel Crew does stream from time to time. I haven't seen her recently, but definitely go over and give her a look. Obviously, too busy giving us info. Yeah. I got to make them. I've got to make the molasses for the pellets. Yeah. Now, obviously, with the molasses, obviously you can do it in the small sugar mill. Obviously, I know your penalty box got it because he's using that one. But obviously, you got the tier 2 sugar factory as well. Obviously, that's one of the things that was updated this last time. So make sure you get update 17, and you'll actually be able to use the molasses pallets from the sugar factory and the sugar mill with the straw harvest stuff. Right, so that is actually something I could jump into doing. How is this dude going? Dang it. I'll come back to him later. He is fine for that. I really want to get in and do some of this. So I'm actually working in this area down here. So what I've actually got is I've got one of the TLX Phoenixes with a tipper. And he is actually going to be set up to follow the class Axion and unload him. I think I had it set about full. Now, obviously, I want it to be around about there. I'll see what's like when I get. I can't remember exactly where I had it, but it might be a little bit further up. But I think 5 was about fine. Now, obviously, like I mentioned, I did up the capacity to 20,000 on here. Obviously, with upping that, I also upped the unload speed, which is kind of nice. But the nice thing is, this one, I was also able to remove the horsepower issue and up the speed a little bit. Right, so we'll get you going. So this will actually go a little bit faster than 9 kilometers an hour. Right, I want you on. Hopefully that's the right one. That should be fine. You're ready to rock and roll. Obviously, I do have a windrower, or a merger, I should say, running in between myself and obviously the pelleter. So we'll get you started. You're going to be following me. I want you. There we go. I'm slowly getting used to these. Have to make sure to tab through and make sure to hit it correctly. Now, one thing I did notice with the truck, every now and again it does get hung up a little bit, so I need to keep an eye on that. But usually on the straightaways, this should be fine. Mrs. Dajel Crew, how you doing, my sweetheart? There we go. Right, I do have guidance steering sub for this. Crone mower. Now, obviously, that is just the Vicon tether there, so I am limited on speed. So here we go. Let's rotate you. But yeah, this whole area I end up basically want to do.
So just do it. Make your dreams come true.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm making it come true, or trying to anyway. Yeah. So what I want to do is get these 3 plots here fully cut, and then I want to landscape it a little bit so it's a little bit smoother, and then actually create fields up here. Now, what I'm going to have in them, that's going to be another clue. I'm thinking maybe clover in one. I might actually put alfalfa in one and maybe have a grass one down here. I think that is going to be a best option. And then obviously that one, that alfalfa field I've got up at the main farm, turn that into a crop again. And just keep rotating up there. So, because these are going to give me some big fields. Obviously, if you're kind of curious, yeah. So let's see. So I'm not really using this dock, but I could utilize it to unload the products into, and then just take it across the road if I wanted to. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I could get at least 3 decent sized fields there. I'll see how it goes. So, yeah. Billy, can I DM you a picture on Discord? Yes, you certainly can, sir. Everyone else does, so why not you? Go for it, buddy. Go for it. Let me just scroll back and see. How did you get that single one, or did you buy both and separate them? Yeah. So basically, Rusty, now like I was shown there, they do come as individuals, or you can have them as together. Obviously, that is one that I have specifically modified myself. It's on my Trello. If you want them, have a look. But yeah, obviously you got your double one if you wanted to, but then you do have obviously the front piece and the rear piece, which are separable or separated. And but obviously they do have the same configurations as the double. Now, one thing I could suggest as well for anybody interested, if you are doing some baling and at the same time is like crops, for example, harvesting some crops. So say for instance you're harvesting some wheat. What you could do, and this is just an idea, is hook up a flatbed onto the back of this and auto-load some bales straight on there. So you got basically you got your grains in the tanks here and pick up your bales at the same time. Just an idea. Or have 2 of these and then a flatbed. Oh crap, 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 crap. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, oh, nice save, nice save, nice save, nice save, nice save. Oh heck, 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 heck! Don't go in the water! Don't go in the water! Don't go in the water! Stop! 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 Whoa! 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 Oh, yeah, indeed, and pay attention. Oh man, that is like twice I've done that almost. The last time I was down in this field, I did exactly the same thing. Oh, come on, come on, come on! Pan around, pan around, pan around! Ah, sugar. Oh, please say he's okay. Well, at least I didn't lose what was in the trailer. Oh, so that's one thing anyway. Ooh, 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 ooh. I wonder. I wonder. Because obviously the hired helper's in there. Now, what if I can pull you out and rescue that? Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I? Oh, the hired helper rescued it. Oh, there we go. Thank goodness for that. Sorry. Just minimal water damage. Exactly. Oh, I was actually worried that where it was literally in the water there, that I was going to lose a whole lot. But because obviously the hired helper was still active, it basically saved it. Oh, dang, that is so lucky. That really, really is. And if you guys have clipped it, yeah. Holy heck. I hope that rear piece still works. Right, let's come here. Yep. Dang! That was one heck of a save, that's all I can say. Right, so let me get this set back up and I'll have a look at what you've just sent me there. So I'm actually running the straw harvest mod there, Dajal crew, and creating hay pellets. Right, let me rotate that. About to there should be fine. But yeah, all of this in here, nearly 20, what's that, 13,500 litres, almost was lost, so yeah, but definitely a good save, that's for sure. So let's get this all set back up. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to put something along that water edge there, because that's like twice I've done that. You're gonna try out the mod soon? Yeah, definitely, definitely, and it's obviously available for all platforms. And obviously, if you didn't see my stream on Wednesday last week, anyone, and you're interested in the Straw Harvest mod, go over and have a watch of my last stream. But I know there's a lot of people on the like YouTube and such who have done reviews of it. But yeah, give it a try, see what you like about it. It's working exactly the same as 19. Obviously, you've got your pellet hull in there like previously. You've got the same equipment. One thing they did add in, I noticed, is a couple of new storages as well. So that's something. But there's sell points in there as well. Right, what do I want? I want you. But yeah, one thing to bear in mind with obviously this little pelleter, the Promise, it is limited to about 9 kilometers an hour. So bear that one in mind. Obviously, I have gone in and maybe edited mine a bit to 20, and it doesn't actually use any PTO power either. So yeah, 9 kilometers is even on this field is ridiculous. I haven't as yet though edited the pickup. That's still the same as it is, so I want to see how it gets on. But from what I've actually seen, they have actually done a really good job with the pickup this time around. Previously it was kind of a bit naff really. Right, you're set up, you're set up. Let me get the truck going and I'll get them unloaded. I sent you a picture of the alpaca I found at the hockey game I went to this weekend for my daughter. Alright, okay, I'll have a look at, definitely have a look at that in a minute. But yeah, that pipe on the exhaust pipe just interferes with it getting under there properly. But every now and again, on like a straightway, it will actually wiggle its way underneath, which is kind of cool. And I like that. I need to have a look at how they've set that one up. Just that unload effect looks a little bit different to normal. Sometimes you'll see like a split in it, but yeah, that's not quite as bad. But yeah, definitely like this little TLX Phoenix. This is obviously the T9000, I think it is. I can't remember. But I'm sure most of you guys have got these anyway. I know Mr. Miller himself, he likes his little TLXs. Right, see if I can get you to find that one. Now I do need you to be 4x5. That should be about right actually. What if I put it to 0? Unless I need to take it out just a fraction more maybe. See how that does. But yeah, let's see what you're setting me quickly. Oh, that's really cute. I've seen a few of them around actually. Penalty Box Gaming. But yeah, made with alpaca wool, yeah. It's really cute. I've even seen some emotes set up similar looking as them. Right, anyway, we need to lower you. turn you on, and go for it. And hopefully this time, pay a freaking attention. Super soft, yeah, I bet. I bet. I've got an alpaca scarf at the minute that my wife actually knitted for me. And that is so soft and warm, it's unbelievable. But yeah, it's the only thing I've gotten. Oh, the only other thing I've gotten is that I do have an alpaca teddy. But that is actually, it's not actually alpaca wool, it's just like normal wool on there, synthetic. But I would love to get a proper alpaca one day, and yeah. But I was actually watching a program the other day. Let me take my earbud out so I can actually hear what's going on. We were watching a program last Sunday, just gone, and they actually had alpacas on it, and obviously there was telling all about alpacas and stuff like that. One thing, when you're buying alpacas, they always recommend to buy a minimum of 3, because they do like to be in like a group. Most people think like 1 or 2 is fine, but no, you need to really have 3. They do like that interaction between each other, so yeah. Can you do the same thing with chaff? You mean setting up like this? You can. Oh, he's getting stuck. What's going on over here? Yes, he's still getting stuck on there. Just need a few little tweaks. Let's get this truck here. Come here. But yeah, you could easily set up a forager if you wanted to. And yeah, run it with follow me. That's all I'm using is the follow me mod. There we go, there we go, there we go. Where are you gonna hover? Okay, so 4.5 is about right. You've got a nice bit of a gap for turning around. Ugh, beautiful, beautiful. Right, I've got to remember that. So 0 and 4.5. That should be fine now, actually. But yeah, if you've got a forager, you could use a follow me to unload the products into the trailer if you wanted to. I've done this previously. I've had a baler set up behind me, and then a truck behind that picking up the bales. It's kind of cool, and obviously I'm using the little snuffle truck, as it's called, off of the in-game mod hub here, just to power the tether. There we go. Right about there should be fine. Cool. Alright then, so Num Halfling now, what do you do with the pallets? So you can currently use them in your animal feed. You can sell it if you wanted to. With the straw pellets, you can actually put them into the biofuel and produce electricity out of them. Because obviously that's one thing Dave mentioned the other day. So if I come into here, under this one right here, the bioheating plant, this will now take those pellets as well, which is kind of nice. Yeah, animal feed. You can also use the straw ones to put into your animal pens direct instead of straw if they take straw. So that's something as well. What else was it? I think that's it for the minute. And also you can store it up, sell it, or do whatever. Most of this I'll probably put some into Cargill. Depending on how much I get off of this field, because it's only a small part of this field I'm actually covering. I might look into just storing some for later on, but it's kind of a nice way as well. One thing to bear in mind, for every 100 litres of either straw or hay, the premise, the pelletizer thing there, will produce 25% of pellets. So it's literally taking all that straw and the hay, compressing it right down into those pellets. So that will then allow you to store more pellets than just having loose straw and loose hay. So yeah. By the time I'm able to play this map, FS25 will be probably it out. I need to build you new PC now. Yeah, exactly. Yes, you do. Oh, that is for sure. And obviously that is one thing we do not know officially when the next game is coming out. So it could be the end of this year. It could be the end of next year. Heck, they may never put another one out. They may sell it off and yeah, go elsewhere with another game. I don't know. Doubtful. Speaking of that, actually, about new games and such, one thing I will say, I was reading a post on Facebook yesterday. Now, on the Giants, I don't think if everybody's got a link to it though. But there's like an information news stand sort of thing that Giants has. And they actually mentioned yesterday they have officially sold over 6 million copies of the game. So over 6 million downloads of the game. Now obviously I don't know if that's just through Giants or if that's Giants and Steam and like Epic and all these other places. But that is humongous numbers. That is for sure. This is one game that's going to be hard, I think, to beat next time around. Which could be why Giants are taking that little bit extra time to look into maybe a new engine, new ways of running the game on possibly even more calls, fingers crossed. Obviously, we have no idea what's going to happen, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a hard one to beat, I think, 22, because it has become quite a good game. Okay, it's still got a few bugs here and there, but overall it's bleaking good. That's another thing as well. Obviously you got the Xbox Pass and the PlayStation, so yeah, that I think is what's really helped Giants out this time around is the cross compatibility. They mentioned something like I think it was 100,000 servers, multiplayer servers, are constantly ongoing, every day type thing. The other thing is, how many of them are actually being played on permanently? You probably find that some of them have actually been shut down or not being used. So, yeah, not sure about storage there, Rusty Nail. I'm still actually just dumping mine on the ground. But yeah, actually, I'm going to stop it so I don't drive. So what? Let's have a little look. I don't think any of the in-game ones will. I know X-Man hasn't updated his yet. I think I set that up. See, if you have any modding experience, so something like this, for example, what you could do is go into the XML and change the field type category from farm silo to bulk, and these will do it, or any actually silo, to be honest. I might look into putting that one down. I quite like that one now. That's another one that's on my Trello. It's converted over from 19. And Green Thumb says he'll be updating his root crop silo to have the new crops. Okay. Yeah. Currently nothing really there, Rusty, now. Obviously once Green Thumb updates his, he'll be, yeah, able to do that for you. Alright, let's get that going again. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm surprised Giants hasn't recruited the SGA team. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh yeah, T Miller. He has a crop distribution silo. Um, so yeah, you should give that a try. You never know. I have a second version, so old ones still can do without the DLC. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's one thing I would recommend for anybody creating mods. If you're doing an edit to include a DLC, for example, the premium, what I would suggest is putting out two different versions and actually stating this version can be used with the premium expansion, this one without, whatever. This is just like the base game crops, whatever. Define them as well. Obviously, I've done exactly the same thing on my Trello. I've actually got sections set up just for this map, for ones that mods that can be run on any map, but also ones that are specific to be used with, like the premium expansion, for example. So yeah, that's a good way of setting it all up, but also state in like the description what can go into them, for example. Your silo does work, Billy, when you changed my ed, so I could use more. Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, actually, if you see like a mod on the in-game mod hub that you quite like, and it's set up with farm silo as the category, just go into the XML and you should be able to change it to bulk, and then it'll actually accept anything, which includes like your mining material, your grass, your hay, all this sort of stuff. Now I don't want to go back up there quite yet. Crash! There we go. I want to try and get this little bit here that I missed earlier. But yeah, it's really, 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 really simple. And actually what I'll do, just to show you guys, I want to take a quick break in just a sec, but just to show anybody, I can't think of what the heck that was called now. That was silos. Grain silo complex, that's the one. Excuse me, do you mind? Grain silo complex. So if coming down here, down to G, grain, 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 GRAI. Or it's either grain silo or just silo complex. Probably silo complex. Silo complex, there we go. So all you literally have to do is either unzip the folder, or what you can do, keep it zipped, just open the folder and then grab hold of the XML, drag and drop it onto your desktop, for example. What you can then do is edit it on your desktop and then just drag it back in and replace it. That is a cool way of making a quick edit. Just make sure that you replace. So what you want to do, with just basically go and open up your XML like this. Come down to where it says storage. So here's the silo. Obviously you got your loading trigger there, your unloading, stuff like that. You also have a storage setup. Now obviously for this one, I've set it up to currently farm silo and hay loft. What you could technically do is delete that and replace it with bulk. So BULK, preferably in capitals. Once you've done that, actually what I could do is I'll actually show you. Let me drag that out here a sec. So that is now on my desktop. Let me come. Actually, we'll come here. Obviously, because I've got the game, I can't actually see my desktop. So come through to the folder. If I scroll down, I should have the grain silo complex right there. So this one you can actually edit. So what you'll need to look for first of all in the loading station, just highlight that. There's going to be the loading station, the actual unload station, and then obviously the storage you'll need to edit. So this is the first one here. Just highlight the two of them, delete it, and then in capitals BULK, just like that. And what I intend to just do is double click on it, highlight it, copy it, and just replace the other two. So Control V, exactly like that, and that's it. Obviously that silo itself, obviously make sure to save it, is what's that? 160. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So 1,600,000 litre capacity, so quite big. Should keep you going for a little while. But that's literally all you have to do in the XML. Once you've done that, obviously drag and drop it back into that folder file. So for example, all I'm going to do now, I won't be able to replace it because obviously I've got the game open, but just drag and drop it and then do copy and replace. Oh heck, it did it. Did it? It freaking did. Yeah, that's clever. So yeah, obviously the next time you load up that game, if the game's running, that'll actually update to be bulked. Wow, didn't even realise that. I always thought it crashed. Eh well, but yeah, that's all you literally have to do. Oh, there you go, 16 million. I miscounted. Yeah, 16 million. If that's not big enough, heck, what is? Right then, what I am going to do is I'm going to take a very, very quick break, guys. And I am going to be right back because I do need to get a fresh drink, pop to the bathroom, and yeah, see you in a couple, guys. And AA is back, guys. Hopefully you're all having fun today. Let's get this going again. Let's see if we can stay out of the water this time, hey? Right, I do have a message from Mr. T. Miller. Let's have a look. Oh, that's an interesting idea. I like that idea, T. Miller. That's kind of cool. That is very, very cool. Utilising some bridges along the waterways. Right then. Okay, I can do. Let's go to desktop. So, Mr. T. Miller just sent me a nice little picture of what he plans to do with regards to like a highway kind of thing. And it's basically utilising some of these bridges along the side of the waterway and creating like a road going around the forest rather than cut through the forest itself. That is a really, really interesting idea. But yeah, that is really cool. I wonder if I can open that up a bit better for you guys to see. There we go. That's better. Oh, is that in the your bridges pack, Team Miller? Out of interest, that's kind of a cool. It's the bridge pack from 19. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, so if you want these bridges, go over to obviously Team Miller's Trello and get the bridge pack. So maybe obviously one thing you would need to remember to do when doing this is hit the V key. That is one thing that may need to be added. And obviously it looks like you've got a little wooden bridge at the far end, so that is kind of a cool idea. Very, very cool. And obviously if you're just starting out as well and you want to access across, what you could utilize is these bridges as well. Put them down temporarily until you get your first bridge built and then just delete them afterwards. It's an idea as well. But yeah, that is really cool. And obviously you can just about make out in the behind PMS here, he has set up a nice little junkyard there as well, which is kind of cool. I like that. That's a really cool idea. I'm not going to steal it, but I might. You never know. No. That's cool. But yeah, it is really, really cool. And it looks like I got an update for Discord. Great. Let me switch that back so I can see what's going on there. Could that be made buildable, T. Miller? Depends on how that bridge is set up, Neil. If it has individual sections, yeah. If it's one solid bridge, probably not. However, I do know on PV County, there was the buildable bridges on there, which could technically work again here with a little bit of work. That is an option. Make you set up. I need to get my little truck over here thinking about it. Hey pellet, 1%. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, I think for the minute I'm going to leave him off. Actually, no, I saw that. I'll tag him on. Because he was actually set up quite well, wasn't he? So it depends on how wide they are. See, I don't think I've got them on here actually at the minute. Constructions. Probably under landscapes. Let's have a look. See, I've got Mr. T. Miller's deco pack. Do I have the bridges? That's green thumbs. No. I'll have to have a little look into that on a test map and see if that can actually be set up somehow. Obviously the big issue is obviously, will they cover the water both sides? Would they need to be adjusted? I think they are probably wide enough, the ones that were on county. But yeah, I'll have to look into that and see. But yeah, obviously I'm going to be kind of busy for a little while with Mr. Dave sorting out the fairgrounds, so who knows, maybe one day. Alright, I want you on that one. There we go. Oh, let me through, stop! There we go. There we go. But yeah, well, I might have to have a look into that and see if we can get maybe the old PV County bridges back that were buildable. That'd be kind of an interesting idea. Give you guys an extra option. Obviously, Green Thumb Farmer, obviously he does have the, is it Bridge 2 pack as well, where he's got some set up for specific areas around the map as well. They're slightly different sized. So that's options as well. But yeah, what I ended up doing is just actually purchasing the bog forest area, and then creating a little path through, and then just sold them off. Didn't really want the wood or anything like that. Obviously got the collectibles while I was there, just so I could get through. And it's kind of, let's see, I think it comes off around about here, cuts through, maybe down here a bit, and then comes out literally where that point is. But yeah, I'm not really, I haven't got any plans at all for some of these forests to cut them down like some people do. I know like people like Mr. Dave, T. Miller, stuff like that, they're actually selling some of the logs just to make the money. Obviously I've got to that point now where I'm making enough bread and other products to sell to make my money. I've still got like, well, just over 5 million currently in my bank account. I've got no loans, so I'm okay. I've got plenty of land. It's always growing. One thing I would like to do is maybe something like what Dave's doing, is purchasing some of these fields down this corner and setting up a root crop farm down here. I don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, at some point I do need to get into the bogs as well. Actually, let me think about it. Let me see. Which one is it? That one. I'm pretty sure rice and cranberry can go in now. Yeah, so cranberries there. Yeah, there is rice. So yeah, I need to either this month or next month, I do need to get the rice and cranberry planted. And the nice thing is obviously with that last update, obviously Dave did say that he increased the yield coming from them, so yay! I'm putting mine in the sawmill and woodworks factory. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's mainly, I know a lot of people, to be honest, first starting out will take the wood and sell it. I think in over 1,000 hours that I've played this map, I think I've sold maybe one, possibly two containers worth of wood. That's it. All the rest I've actually used in the sawmills and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm exactly the same. Right, I'm going to just do a couple of rows, miss a couple of rows here. I need to get this lot sorted out properly as well. Shouldn't be in the road. Let's put it right there. But yeah. The worst thing is I've also been putting more trees into the map. So it's like, yeah. Craziness. And are you guys going to move, or are you stuck? Did you crash into each other? I'm looking at you two over there. Yep, he's blocked, I thought so. Had a feeling that truck was going to block its path. Right, let's get you going. Silage is your moneymaker, yeah. Yeah, that's another thing as well. If you're just starting out on a map, silage is definitely a good way to go. Obviously, you got this whole grass area, 3 plots full of grass. You could quite easily purchase and put down, or just make some silage out of them, bales, whatever. I know Mr. T. Miller, he's actually in the grass area, I think it is, just across the way there. Doing his. Right, that should be fine there. Have you taken? I think you have, yeah. Yeah, because I know T. Miller himself, if I remember correctly, he's over here, right, sort of, cutting grass, making silage that way, so yeah. Definitely options, that's for sure. There we go. There we go. Let's go in, let's go, let's go in. Cool, cool, cool. Right, let me sort my screens out one sec. I want to check something actually while this is going down. Actually, while I was popped off just getting a drink in that there. PV Canyon Crossing. Obviously, with that silo that I was telling you about, changing it to bulk. I was wondering if the red beets and that gets registered to any other categories. Um, let's see, parsnip. So we've got train wagon. That wouldn't be any good. Shovel. See, that's an option. You could always register it to shovel. Da, 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 da. Then anything that a shovel picks up will go into it. Maybe. There we go. So I'm just looking at this XML within the map. Let me pause this a sec. Now, obviously, base game. When the premium expansion was released, they added in a new category called vegetables. For most base game maps and stuff, it'll only have the potato. But obviously, on here, what Dave's done, he's added in the beetroot and parsnip to that category. So with that silo that pulls from the category, so obviously mine was the farm silo and the hayloft. So these two categories. What you could technically do is put a space after the hayloft and then add in the vegetables to the XMLs on those three lines. That will then register the potatoes, beetroot and parsnips into that silo as well. So that is an option rather than going with the bulk. So that is something you could possibly look into. So if you're editing, because obviously if you just want, say for instance, your crops to go into it, then you could just set it up to your farm silo and your vegetables, for example. Obviously adding in the hayloft, that adds in any bale type products, which is kind of cool. The only thing you probably wouldn't be able to get in there is obviously your pellets. Sap can go into a bulk tipper, really? I would have thought that would just be in a liquid type. Interesting. I don't think it should be there. But yes, there we go. But yeah, there you go, guys. That's an idea for any of you guys who want to do a little bit of editing of an XML. Obviously, if a silo is set up to field type categories, you could actually set it to farm silo, hayloft, like my one, and then obviously add in that vegetable, or vegetables, I should say, category as well. I might have to play around with that myself. Anyway, I'm getting distracted, so yeah. Sorry. I might be updating my silos then, it's on my Trello. So that they pull from all three of those categories. Terrible. But yeah, this area I would love to I don't know if I'm going to get around to it anytime soon, but at least level off, create at least 2 to 3 fields up here. I think 2 would be better actually. Do one maybe with clover, one with alfalfa, because I don't really utilise the grass that much, but there's so much on this map. I could quite easily, like what Team Miller is purchase the area over by 51 there. It's literally over by that silo. I could purchase some land over there for maybe a field of grass and do it that way. That would definitely set me up for quite some time. Yep, 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 indeed. And why... Did anybody notice my little boo-boo that I did? I bet you didn't. But I just did. Um, I forgot to turn somebody on. Oh, Frel. Okay. Let's take you back and try again. I don't know. It's definitely going to be one of those days, guys. It really is. Hey. Not good. Actually, while I think about it, I need to get that other hard helper up and running. Dude, you're going far too fast. Yeah, I want to have a look into a different vehicle to use, I think, for unloading this thing. Let's get you on. Because, yeah, that TLX, the pipes there just keep catching on the unload pipe for the pelletizer there.
Hello there.
Hello there, Cape Cod. How you doing, buddy? Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. My wife just walked in. You right, sweetie? Yeah. I haven't seen your son yet. You must be living the dream, bless him. Yeah. Oh! I just had an idea. I wonder if I got a spare tractor somewhere. I just had an idea, guys. Obviously, for those who have the current update version of my Autoloads trailer for doing the gems and the rocks in the mine, I also added higher capacities into it. I think that will work perfectly on there. Let me switch this around. Go find a tractor to use. Heck, I might just buy another tractor. Why not? And a new trailer. Be right, back, guys. On the field, not you guys out there in chat world. But yeah, how you doing there, Cape Cod? I'm trying to figure out the last part. Drive? I don't know. I'm terrible. Why am I watching my stream? Oh yeah. Let's bring you up. See what he's up to. Bam, 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 bam. To be honest, I could. Yeah, I need to get this guy over here back working on this bigger field now. I think he's pretty much done on that lower field. Let's do this. You can go to the main farm silo and right in. Let's have a look. So I'm kind of thinking, this guy shouldn't be too high. Right. Unreal capacity 250,000 liters. Definitely. It'd be nice. That's one thing I would love low-key to add into the scripting is an option for turning it off in game. Um, what color are we gonna go for? I have no idea. I'll come back to that in just a minute. Let's go choose a tractor first of all. What have we got over there? Got class in it so far. Fence. Ooh. I haven't used you in like forever. I'm trying to utilize some of these other tractors is maybe in between farm vehicles that can be used for any of the different farms or contracts or whatever. I used that a lot on Wolf Creek, so I think let's go for the highest capacity there. The tires can stay the same. Um, I might as well add all that in as well. The GPS, I'll keep the color as it is. Let's have a look at the license plate. Type 1 is fine. And we'll go for... Can I do that one? Contract 1. Contract 1, that's a cool idea, isn't it? Front and back, okay. We're going to buy you. So, go back into the trailer. And I could leave it just red. Could put it black actually, it's not bad. I would like to maybe look into a hitch on there, but I've never been able to get the things to work properly. Right, so unreal capacity, wheels can stay the same. We're going to buy that as well. Yeah, I can't pronounce that unfortunately there, Cape Cod. Hopefully you don't mind me just saying Cape Cod. Drivi? Yeah, I'm terrible when it comes to names. I really, really am. I've tried raising the bell, it doesn't seem to want to work for me on that thing. But we'll try this out. I could have a look again, but yeah. I tried, was it yesterday or earlier today? I tried and yeah, it wouldn't raise up. But yeah, that should be more than enough actually, I think. That should be fine. There we go, let's turn that off because it's fine. Oh, that's something else I did do as well, and I haven't shown you guys. So, I got a little bit bored last Friday after the stream, and I was just messing around and decided to put PVCC right by the shop. I don't think it would fit Canyon Crossing in there, but I thought PVCC, that's perfect. And that's just utilising all those different flowers and stuff that Dave added into the landscaping tool. Oh, I'm terrible. I want to put like a little hedge around it. That'd be kind of funny. Anyway, that's enough. Yeah, I've got far too much spare time at times on here. But yeah, I'll have to have a look into that belt. I'm sure the other day or earlier, it was either earlier today or yesterday. I just could not find a way to move it, raise it high or anything. But that'll be fine actually. More realistic as well. It's a trailer. Just ignore the capacity. And the nice thing is, if I ever get stuck for an offload trailer for up in the mine, I can use this one as well then. Oh, bless me. I'm terrible. Let's see. So obviously I did deliver, I think I mentioned the other day, a lot of chickens to the butchers there. That's been pumping out pallets quite constantly for it. And actually while I'm here, I'm going to run through a quick update for you guys. It's coming probably this weekend. Now, Aurora Textiles is getting an update. Obviously, I mentioned this a little while ago for those who were in the stream earlier. Obviously, bale netting and bale twine have now been officially added to Aurora Textiles, so you can actually make it yourself and actually use those pallets in the balers and stuff. Oh, that's an interesting. Might have to tweak that door animation. Obviously, on this side here is going to be your palette visuals. Obviously, I've got a little bit there. This is actually going to be staying. Obviously, I know on Monday stream I mentioned about how this was actually causing the issue. Thanks to Mr. Green Thumb Farmer once again. He was able to go in and fix it so it wasn't causing the issue the whole time. It's like, yay, thanks. So, much appreciated. There is a collision on there, so cool. Obviously, displays have now been updated. Obviously, there is 3 pallet spawns in this factory now. Obviously, 1 is for the main product, 2, or pallet spawn 2 is now obviously for those straw harvest pallets. The 3rd one is for trash, which is on one of the outside. I think it's that side over there. So you can actually spawn your your bags of trash out and pick them up manually. You can actually use that little tipper trailer, to be honest, to pick up your bags if you wanted to. And it's literally between these 2 bins, obviously just where the bag is, little icon. I also added in obviously some bag visuals into each of the 4 bins there. So if you're storing, yeah, you'll get some visuals now showing, so it's kind of cool. Now, where the heck's that trigger? I walked right past it. Just to show you how what I've set it up for to make those 2 new products. Let's come into the menu a sec. So, bale netting, you're going to need cotton, hemp windrow, and pallets to make it. Now, obviously, this is going to pump out quite slowly, but not as slowly as the twine. Actually, that's not bad with those boosters. That's not bad. Obviously, this is hourly, so you've got to get 2 bits per hour rather than 1 bit per hour. Because obviously the pallets are very, very small. But with the bale twine, it'll be cotton and wool mix with pallets to produce it. So bear that in mind. So get your cotton going, get your wool, get your hemp windrow, and pallets in here so you can start making it when the next update comes. Now that is interesting. Why is that turned off and yet it was still producing? That's weird. Let's turn you back on. I must have actually turned them off. Oops. So yeah, that is obviously the update for here. I'm in an iron about adding in more pallets. I might do before the weekend for input products like your down, your wool, your cotton, and stuff like that. We'll see, but that'll probably go on the other side of the building where the unload trigger is. But yeah, that's done. Also, we've got the farm storage coming, and yeah, a few little fixes within the map for warnings. So cool. Oh, that's point I'm here. Let's save that. So let's have a look. So I have only used the Chrome one field, and I noticed that the belt doesn't always go up all the way. So I would back off and pull up again and put it on the reservoir. All right, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure actually previously it was set up to raise. I can't remember. It's been so long. I will tidy that up later on. But let's get this guy going again. Now I always put him on the roadside and start him off that way. And then just finish off going around at least once, maybe twice around the outside. Just to get the bits that's missed afterwards. With this area. But yeah. Yeah, it was the other day I suddenly realised I'd never actually ever used the cereal factory. I just literally jumped straight into the Kellogg's. I'm terrible, and I really, really am. There we go. And we'll get you going. Power helper. But yeah, this little yard next to Kellogg's, this is actually where most of my contract vehicles are. Um, so this is where this guy's going to be stored afterwards. But at some point I do want to obviously get in there, maybe see if I can get like a plough set, a couple of ploughs put in there, some fertilizers, limes, I don't know yet. Haven't quite decided whether I'm going to be doing fertilizing contracts and stuff. But definitely ploughing ones, harvesting ones. Because obviously I don't want to really utilise my own resources for a frigging contract. I don't mind using a bit of petrol, maybe a bit of wear and tear on a vehicle. They're easy enough to sort out, but yeah, fertilizer and lime costs a lot. And obviously where I'm starting to get into some of these bigger fields, should we say, yeah, definitely freaking need it. I want to look at the trigger and enlarge it. Yeah, that is an option. That is definitely an option. Actually, at some point I do need to get in and, obviously like I mentioned earlier, get those last two orchards harvested. Now one thing I'm kind of thinking, because obviously where I'm streaming 3 days a week, my game at the minute is on 3-day months. What I'm thinking is, if when I'm streaming, if I can do at least a day each stream, then each week is a different month. So that could be kind of an interesting one. Obviously, Monday stream, I was actually on April the 1st. Today, I'm on April the 2nd. Obviously, Friday. I've got plenty of time. I've got the entire today, the rest of today, tomorrow to get through this one day. And then, obviously, Friday, I could then be into the third part of April. There's an idea. 1 week equals 1 full in-game month. That'll be an interesting playthrough. How that's going to be when it comes to harvesting things like the root crops and sugar cane, I don't know. Might have to drop the time down a little bit more. But yeah. So I think that's what I'm probably going to do for at least a minute anyway, is run each week while I'm streaming a specific month or thereabouts. You guys can actually see maybe a little bit more of the gameplay. But yeah, looking at that, that is more than enough height to not only get the tractor under from right, yeah, just, and the trailer, so that is perfect. Like it. The only thing I've got to do is set it up correctly. But that is fine, that is fine, that is fine. So Control F onto you. Also I want to offset you, I think around about 4.5. And we'll take that up to around about level again. Actually, I think 5 might be a bit too far away. Try 4.5 for the minute. We'll see what it's like. Let's just have a look. Auto drive toggle mash. Yeah, there's nothing there to make it go any higher. Let's turn that off. Nothing at all. Oh, okay. Is it? Nope. Left mouse. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, that's friggin' weird. So you have to unfold it just to allow you to raise that up. That is just crazy bonkers. That is really crazy. I didn't even realise that it did that. Holy heck. Alright, turn you on. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, I learned something new there, guys. You have to unfold it, the X key, to be able to then raise that pipe up. I use usually have auto drive, driving the Crone. Yeah, obviously I'm not using like course play or anything like that, and obviously this is not an actual field. So for the minute, I'm obviously having to drive the Crone mower there, but then I'm just using follow me on all these other equipment behind. Just do the rest of the work. Right, so let's get that set back onto you. So you should be following the fence. Yeah, that's correct. 25 distance. I think he could actually come in a little bit. Ooh, a little bit laggy there. If I can get into you. Yeah, there we go. Let me bring that in just a smidgen. 4.0 should be fine. I should technically unload as it's actually going along. I'm hoping it's going to leave enough space as well, so yeah. To be able to turn. Looking at that, probably turning to the left is going to be the easier option. It's on the in-game mod hub there, Neil. It is definitely helpful at times. The nice thing is what you could do, also if you're not using, like, say for instance the snuffle struck, this little power buggy behind me, what you could do is set up follow me to actually do baling while you're harvesting a field. Makes life so much simpler. And then what you could then do is have a second follow me behind that, collect up all the bales. So yeah, definitely worth getting it going. But yeah, left hand is probably going to be best because it's not. It's going to turn away from that tractor. There we go. And I just realised I do not have my thingy up. Ba -ba -da -ba -da -ba -ba. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, scoot over a bit. There we go. Probably gonna have to cut that last little bit there. But yeah, I didn't want to do too much to start off with. I probably end up looking into doing some normal bales as well off of here. Maybe some grass bales, some hay bales as well. But I've got a huge grass area right there to attack. Ooh, keep getting the odd little jumpy bit. Weird. But yeah, definitely a good way. And obviously if you're using a mower and you just wanted the bales, obviously you could quite easily just miss out the windrower in the back, or the merger I should say, and then just have the baler behind that. There's lots of options. This is Mr. Rusty Nail. The grassland's right here. I think I might actually be covering. Oh yeah. So plot 161 I'm currently on. So right there. Exactly right there. I'm literally just doing this little area at the top. uh Why does it keep glitching over there? But yeah, I think I'm going to have to look into a wider mower. And now I know on Wolf Creek I had a class mower. I know Boomerhara has it as well. I don't think I've actually got it anymore. That's the only problem. Let me see, because that would work on here perfectly. It was huge. Let's have a look. Class. Class Chrome Baler Lizard. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Dang it. Do. I'll have to hunt around to see if I can find something half decent. Yeah, because this is going to take quite a while with this little dude. But it's fun. Alrighty. Billy, if you put the thing you have on the back of the mower on the back of a harvester, you can harvest and make pellets at the same time. Yes, you can. Yep, you can hook it literally up to a harvester, then have your pelletizer behind. You can also do a baler or a loading wagon if you wanted just to pick up the loose or bale it. So yeah, there is options. That's the whole point of this thing. It allows you to hook it on. And one thing as well, one thing to remember, with this little power buggy, the little black thing in between the mower and the tedder, you can actually technically hook that onto a truck. So, like your in-game lizard cars. So let me stop that there so I don't go too far. For example, if I come into here, in here, so you could actually hook that up to this thing, for example. What's with those little laggy? And then actually run a baler behind it. It doesn't need any additional power because it actually produces power within the buggy thing itself. So if you're just starting out, hook that up to a telehandler or whatever you can hook it onto. And yeah, you could literally bale at the same time, windrow, whatever. Obviously, I've just hooked it onto the base game chrome mower here. Works perfectly fine for me, that's for sure. I like it. I really, really do. Definitely utilising it a little bit more now than I used to, that's for sure. I wonder what's going on. I keep getting I don't know if it's coming through on the stream as well. The game seems to be being a little sort of glitchy at times, like there. Weird. Snuffle struck. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I'll bring it up in just a sec. There we go. It'll be under the Dolly category on the in-game mod hub. Dolly, right there. So SNUFELSTUCK, Snufflestruck. Obviously, it's got the little dots above the U, so it might be a bit of a funny pronunciation. But yeah, I think the translation is something like power buggy or combine dolly or something like that. But yeah, no, I don't want to take it back. But yeah, that's it right there. Actually, let me pause that a sec. I can actually load up the game again. Let me come in here just to show you FS22. I like my computer because I can load the game up twice. It's cool, but I wouldn't recommend it though. It can at times cause issues, but if you've just gone into the main menu, so got your download content, have a look through, find the dollies, which is usually the end of the equipment right there, and then scroll down. There it is right there, Snufflestruck. All you do is click on that, and then you can obviously install it. But as you can see here in the images, so let's go to the screenshots. Also, you got a forage harvester there, hooked onto a trailer, works perfectly fine. Obviously, like what I'm doing here, I've got it hooked onto the mower. Obviously, they've got it hooked onto a loading wagon, which is picking up the loose grass. And then also, like Guy Fox was saying there, obviously you could just hook it onto a combine. Actually, they've actually got a seeder behind there, but you could have a baler there. You could have a loading wagon or whatever. But yeah, that is a good idea as well. It kills two birds with one stone. Harvest and seed at the same time. Obviously, you've got to make sure that you got the same width header to the seeder that you're using. So that's one thing to bear in mind. But yeah, that's kind of a cool idea. I like that. There's a forage again, hooked onto a trailer. So yeah, there is options, and it's got different hitches on the back as well. So obviously you got one for a trailer, so you can hook onto a trailer. You've got obviously the 3-point. You've got as you can see just there. There is obviously the PTO as well, so you can run your balers and stuff. So there is a whole variety of options to utilize that thing with. And obviously it's by FTL modding team. I know in FS9 they tried to release it on the in-game mod hub, and I'm not going to say who it was, but another modder um, said it was his mod, they shouldn't be releasing it, blah blah blah, so all this. They ended up having to pull it from the in-game mod hub, which is a shame. But yeah, Snuffle struck. There we go. Hopefully that helps you out, guys. Yeah. But yeah, that's a pretty decent setup there. I like it. That's killing. Let's see, we've got one. So I'm mowing, I'm tedding, windrowing, and obviously pelletizing and unloading into a tipper all in one hit. Yay! Now I don't know if he's still out there, but I know Grit's fan. I mentioned to him something the other day. Obviously with the distribution in FS22 with the revamp mod or base game, they actually charge you. You may not realise, but they do charge you for distributing pallets. Now, in the in-game settings, there is a way to actually lower that right down and actually turn it off completely if you wanted to. Going to restart while the whole map again. When I go, yeah, why not? Why the heck not? I'm sure by the time you get back, you from also watching Dave, myself, and other streamers, you're probably getting so many different ideas and which way to go. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. But yeah, actually, I was gonna look at. Um, so far I have wow, 1100 hours on here. Excuse me. And I obviously now have 98 of the factories down and running. Obviously, like I said earlier, I am sort of cycling through a lot of the factories, so they're not all running at the same time. Let me stop that there a sec. But yeah, regarding those distribution costs, when you're just starting out, one thing I would recommend is also if you're not getting much of an income, you can reduce it and even turn that distribution cost off. Now, what you need to do is come into your game settings, so the tractor with the little cog, scroll down to the bottom of the menu, and just right here above where it says the enhanced animal systems, you have distribution cost factor, and I think as it is for most of you guys, this is actually will have a 1 in it. What you can actually do is just put 0.0 and then hit the return key and save. Now obviously I want to keep at least some cost being charged for, obviously, because obviously I get you guys would not expect your products to be delivered free of charge, usually from like Amazon or from the shops or whatever. I don't know, most of you probably will, but you could actually do this, is actually put that straight onto 0 if you wanted to basically deactivate the cost. Now obviously one thing as well is if you're directly selling products in the factory, they also charge you that an additional cost as well, if you notice. And you could actually go in and change this to a lower percentage as well. Obviously, I've just left mine alone. Obviously, mine is 8.99. I think the default is, like it says here, is 0.9. So I'm still being charged, but I never direct sell from here, or very, very rarely. So that is an option for you if you're just starting out. Have a look at the game settings menu and have a look at this. Make sure to enter how much you want in there to be deducted for distribution costs, even if it's 0. Just make sure to hit that return key for it to take effect and then save. So that is an idea. when you left, you were using update 15. All right, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, a couple of new things have come out since then. So, obviously this weekend should be update 18 coming out. Obviously, like I said earlier, me and Dave are making a start on the fairgrounds. So over the next few weeks, you may or may not see within that area possibly some visuals popping up. You never know. Now, if you're not sure what I'm on about, now obviously the fairgrounds and the border mods are placeholders within the map. The border itself is a little project over here that's only Dave knows. That will be coming possibly later on. No idea if it's still coming, but it may be. But the fairgrounds itself is right here, just above 51 there. So it's basically plot 93. Now, if you have at any point taken out, sold the fairgrounds and utilized that area, you will not get it back without some either restarting the map completely or selling off what's actually in that area, resetting the land, and then basically loading up a save game with that area, and then copying the fairgrounds across from your a new save game to your old save game. It's a little bit tricky. I have showed it off. I know. I think Dave's done it. Reaper's done it. It's quite an easy edit. But yeah, just bear that in mind. If you utilize that area, you're going to be screwed for the fairgrounds. And obviously, one thing Dave did mention as well, it's going to be using a lot, if not nearly all, products on the map to be used in the fairgrounds. So bear that in mind. There's going to be mazes set up and yeah, loads of other different things. So I don't want to get into too much, but yeah. But yeah, Bale Maze is kind of cool, where you could possibly have presents spawning every 2 seconds type thing. So yeah, but yeah, it does. And that, to be honest, that was actually. Let me jump over there just to show you, because sometimes showing helps as well. So let me come up here. Just so you can so there you go. So this is the actual area. So if you use this, you're buggered yourself basically. Like it says, even though it's coming soon, it's getting there finally. Obviously, it was put on hold for a little while. Some people have actually gone in and utilised it. It's like dumb. But yeah, obviously that was actually the old sign from what, FS15, I think it was. So it's going back quite a while. Obviously, I was able to get it converted. The actual stuff that was within that fairgrounds, I've actually got converted to 22, and I've actually sent it over to Dave so he can. So that big Ferris wheel, if you remember it, that's been converted. The circus tent, that's been converted. All the other little buildings and stuff, they've all been converted. And obviously, one thing as well, what you may or may not know, around the forest and in the wooded bogs and stuff. You got like your bears, your elk, deer, and all that. The crocodiles. They were all well, not necessarily the crocodiles, but the bears and stuff. They were actually part of the fairgrounds back in FS15. They were actually added to this map as collectibles. So yeah, a lot of the things are coming back. Same with the sawmill. That was back in 15 as well. Obviously, Dave was able to get that converted and obviously added to this map. So it's like a big vicious circle. Things are coming back. So who knows what else will be coming back from the past. But yeah, like I mentioned as well earlier on, obviously I do have Domino's Pizza. Not Domino's Pizza, Domino's Sugar Factory from 19, the actual visual building, converted to 22 already. Obviously it's only going to take me, I don't know, a few hours to set it up for a larger sugar factory if it's needed. And holy heck, my wheel just got really dead heavy. What the heck? I think all this tabbing in and out is not good. Let me do... What's going on? One sec, guys. I need to unplug and plug this thing back in. Boo-doo, 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 boo-doo. There we go. Hopefully that'll work. Yeah. Alright. All the way there, all the way there. That looks fine. Let's try that now. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, for some reason my wheel went really heavy there for a sec. No eyes, dear. Ready. Let's get this going again. But yeah, a lot of the things from previous maps seem to be sort of cycling their way through some of these new games. It's kind of nice. So who knows what's going to be next? Hello, kitty cat. You come back to join me finally. Yeah. Hello. No, you cannot get on my lap though, because my wheel's in the way. No. But yeah, I think actually it might have been where I loaded up that other FS22. Actually, might have messed it up a little bit. Just out of curiosity, Giants website. Anything on the blogs? Nope. Mods. I'm looking at mowers. Now, does anybody know if there's any larger mower setups on the in-game mod hub? I don't want to go onto third-party websites because, yeah, I don't like them personally. Also, I do have BDB SSB's mowers, which do go a little bit faster, but obviously I need to keep them limited to at least a maximum of 20 kilometers an hour. But if I can find one that's a little bit bigger, that sort of merges into the center, that would be kind of cool. And I can't even see the category for mowers. Where the heck he is? Mowers, grassland care, mowers, there we go. Or is it mostly little stuff from the looks of that? Little. Hey. Yeah, it's mostly tiny little stuff. Holy cripes. Easy cuts there, not good. See, that's the nice thing, but yeah, it's a loading wagon. Boom has the largest I've seen. Yeah, that's the class. Oh, darn it, Torin or something. I can't think of what it's called now. But yeah, by Wimmer. I used to have it when I was doing Wolf Creek. I was, he actually asked me to check it out a couple of times. But obviously, where at that time it had loads of warnings and errors and stuff. Yeah, I ended up just deleting it. You're using Winston's. Is that a cat one, or did he actually set them up to be proper non-cat names? Let's have a look. SGA. Let's see what Winston's got. But yeah, I think definitely going to need something a little bit bigger on this area, and if it's a realistic mower, I'll probably use it. Let's have a look. Winston. Oh, well, he's got that thing, isn't he? Yeah, see that? Well, the one that I'm looking at, the Caterpillar mower pack, the mower in it is actually a reskin of a Krone mower. I actually had that in 19, thinking about it. What if I still got it? I might be able to convert it. Yeah, bless Mr. Winston. Haven't seen him around in a while, actually. I hope he's okay as well. Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping hitting the deactivate. Yes, kitty. Hang on, I've got to turn around. Oh, so demanding you are. My goodness. Does anybody want a kitty cat? I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Don't worry, no, I'm not getting rid of a cat. Yes, I know. She's like same age as my daughter. So yeah, she's not going nowhere. Pure black. Actually, it was actually one of my wife's cats. Kind of a weird thing. Is a couple of years ago she actually got ill. Um, and for a few, well, about a week actually, she actually just laid on top of our fridge freezer that we had. Really weird. Couldn't understand what was going on with her. Ended up having to feed her like plain chicken and stuff like that, and actually syringe feeding her water just to keep her fed and dehydrated, or hydrated, I should say. And it seems like ever since then she's just hung on to me. It's like she's changed her allegiances from my wife to me. And any time I'm playing on the computer, she'll be right there. Normally, like I think I've mentioned it a couple of times, she'll lay actually between my keyboard and my central monitor. Um, but the last week or so, I've actually been bringing one of the dining chair or dining room chairs through, should say, and she's actually been sat right next to me on that. She's just come through actually, been through in the living room with my wife and daughter. Oh, bless her. But yeah, she's getting old, bless her. Bless her cotton socks. And yes, she does have cotton socks on too. Oh, no kidding. No. But yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into that one. Also, I know Winston's also got those, um, the mower with the loading wagon thing on the back. Not a big fan because I also know who played around with that one. There was something else. I don't know who did it. What was it? Who was it? What was it? Who was it? Who was it? What was it? I think it was Rusty Nail sent me a picture a while ago on Discord of something. I've seen it the other day and I can't think whose Trello I was bouncing around in. He sent me a picture of a silo complex. I think Mr. Reaper's been using it as well, and Enduro. That looks like it. But yeah, it had a lot of warnings and errors or something with it. J Booth, I may have known. Rusty Nail, if you're still out there. That a while ago. Sorry, just to go off topic a sec. Silo. I think you sent me a picture in Discord a few weeks ago of a silo. Now, obviously, I didn't have a clue who it was. Try J Booth's Trello. I think there should be a link in my Trello to his. Actually, I could probably do it here. He actually has a silo up there. It holds like 50 million. That I got a feeling that is the silo that you had or have. Yes, kitty cat. I'm mowing. Do you mind? There we go. That helps. Actually, I should change this. There we go. I keep forgetting I've got Sim dashboard up and running, and I keep using the keyboard to lock on. I should really do it this way. There we go. Yeah, it's like I was saying as well. I just ended up, I got so peed off with all those bushes around this area. Yesterday I just went in and edited the XML, and yeah, I got rid of all the bushes and stuff. I kept a lot of like the normal grass and the hay just to give it a decent look to it. But yeah, all those bushes were doing my head in. we go. They're doing fine, so how are we doing? The hay pellets is full on the class. Hopefully he's still picking up. Are you still picking up? I hope so. 241. Yeah, it's still picking up, so that's the main thing. Let me get him to unload before going any further. That's fine. That's fine. See, once it gets on the straight, obviously that other tractor can actually catch up. It's kind of cool. There we go. Yeah, so this is what I'm probably going to be doing for the rest of this evening. But yeah, I do have a few other things I need to get on and do. Like, obviously, I'm going to need to get back up in that top corner to get that lime guide going again. I've got those 2 fields there to do. But yeah, fun and games, guys. Fun and games. Let's have a look out there. Who's out there still streaming away? We've got Darius doing some out of ore. Yeah, not much of a choice on my Twitch chat, guys, at the minute. We've got Mr. Darius Frost doing some out of ore. Obviously, I think there was an update to the game. Might be worth popping over there for you guys. I know he's working on a new area there. Oh, we have Mr. Grits Fan 101 playing the map. What's he doing? Looks like potato harvesting at the moment. So it's entirely up to you. Obviously, we do have a few more minutes of the stream, so if any of you guys have any recommendations, it's going to be either Mr. Darius Frost from me or Mr. Gritsfad, I guess. Obviously, personally, I wouldn't mind going over to see Darius to see the update. I have no idea. And I think Mr. Dave is actually in Discord as well, so yeah, you never know. You might be able to ask some questions about the game to him. Oh, what's that? A hopper or something? I don't know. Some pipes, some belting. Okay. Interesting. Billy, you should stream till Dave comes. I say, ha! Yeah. Honestly, if I had more time, I would, but obviously where I am a carer for my wife, I do obviously have to think of her first, and yeah. It's a shame, obviously in about an hour's time my daughter will be going to bed, but between now and then I've got a few things to do. But yeah, I would love to be able to stream more for you guys. It just means I get more crashes and stuff in. Only kidding. But yeah. Who knows what the future holds? You never know. Maybe my wife will one day wake up feeling perfectly fine, and yeah, I'll be able to stream and play as much as I want to. Yeah, can't see that happening, to be honest. Right, let's see if we can get this little bit as well at the bottom. Even modding as well, actually, that's another thing that takes up a lot of time. I'm just kind of glad that when obviously Dave was making this map, my wife wasn't really too bad overall. So I was actually able to, oh heck, we should stop doing that. You hit the guidance freaking button and it'd fold up. Lock off, there we go. Yeah, she wasn't too bad at the time, but yeah, obviously winter hit, and yeah, she started feeling that little pinch of winter blues. So that limited things. So I'm hoping now that the weather's sort of changing, and hopefully she'll actually be able to keep herself to herself, I suppose is the best way to put it. And I can get in, play more mod more. I don't know. Actually, I really want to get in and start tinkering around with map work. That's the main thing. And no, I'm not going to be putting out a map anytime soon. Before you ask, that is definitely something I want to look into more. But I know one thing, I won't be putting tons and tons of bushes in the textures, that's for sure. Or the foliages, should say. I'll be keeping it simple foliage like this. But one thing as well, talking about maps, Surfing Cowboy Gaming is back into map FS22 modding. He's actually currently working on a 16x Uncharted type map. Interesting. So yeah, not sure how much he's actually done on it, but yeah, if you want to get an update on that, make sure to check him out, guys, when he does go live. You never know, you might even get a stream or two where he's actually doing some of the modding himself. From what I understand, he's going to be using the old Uncharted Revisited mod pack with a few tweaks. Now I don't know what those tweaks are going to be, whether he's going to actually make them buildable or not, I have no idea. So yeah, that's something to look into, guys. Yeah, but that's going to be at least a few months before that gets released, I would have thought. I know he mentioned about it in T Miller's stream this morning, or yeah, it would have been this morning, wouldn't it, for everyone. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what his tweaks are going to be. Obviously, I don't even know what sort of crops are going to be on there. Is it going to be the same as Uncharted? Is it going to be the same as what's on Canyon Crossing? Oh, excuse me. No idea. Well, yeah, kind of cool. Oh, excuse me. Talking too much. Make myself a yawn here. It's not good. Drink. So what's your guys' thoughts? Mr. Darius Frost with Out of All, or Mr. Grits Fan 101 playing BB Canyon Crossing? If there's somebody else you're thinking of, I could look into it. But yeah, obviously SGA members are usually first, so I'm kind of thinking Darius Frost myself. Heck, which side did I go on? The outer one, wasn't it? Mr. Rusty Nail wants Mr. Grits Fan, which I could. We have somebody for Mr. Darius Frost. Mr. Neil wants Canyon Crossing, seeing people's different ways of farming. Okay. Well, looking at it, Mr. Grits Fan is actually doing some orchard work at the minute. Driving a JCB through the cherries, that looks like. Okay, cool. So, yeah, looks like it's going to be sticking with Farming Simulator 22 and Canyon Crossing with Mr. Grits Fan. Okay. Now, let me pause that there. I'm just going to save it as well, because I got so much more to do. Right, let's go over to the ending screen. So obviously I do need to jump off, get some real life stuff done. Let's see, did it kick in? It is, yes! Cool. Sorry, I'm happy. I'm really, really happy because for ages and ages and ages, I've been actually manually setting off the credits I actually had a look in earlier and found there is a way for it when you go over to the ending screen that'll automatically kick in. And it actually worked. Woohoo! Anyway, so small things make me happy. It's kind of cool. But yes, thank you very, very much for coming out today, guys. Much appreciated. Love it. Hopefully, it wasn't too crazy of a stream. Um, cool. Let me close that a sec, because I don't need that window open now. I need to find you. Close that. Obviously, we are going to go over to see Mr. Grits fan, but yeah, obviously, hopefully there's going to be an update this weekend. Obviously, Dashdet will be going live later on today. So what's that? In about 4 hours' time, roughly. So make sure to go over and check him out. I'm not sure what he's going to be doing, whether it's going to be farm sim or something else. You never know what's going on in his mind. He might be doing some modding. Where the heck are you? He's not in my list. Grit. There he is. Great fan. Um, but yeah, update coming this weekend. Hopefully, you never know. You might even see some fairgrounds coming. You never know. But anyway, guys, have a great rest of your day. And we'll get this raid started. Obviously, I will be back Friday, same time, same place as usual for my 2-hour stream before Mr. Dashnet goes live. So, yay, have a great rest of your day, guys, and that's me for today. Bye for now.